video of me making my husband's breakfast bowls for work. So I'm gonna do those, and I use a big bowl like this because it makes a lot. I'm gonna use a 10-pound bag of potatoes. Usually I peel the potatoes and cut them, but I do not feel like peeling them right now, so I'm just gonna chop them up, wash the skin and chop them up and throw them in the air fryer. Because I do not feel like peeling them, so it is what it is. So I'm gonna use this. I got kids playing in the background, so I'm gonna have to do a voiceover because it's way too loud. If you stuck around even this long, like, kudos to you, because that noise was crazy in person and even crazier on the recording, because I'm like, what were they doing in the back? I cannot remember what they were doing in the background. I just know it sounded absolutely unreal. I know my friend's daughter was over because they were having like a little play date, but aside from that, I really don't remember what they are doing. So I put vinegar and water in here, and now I'm just gonna rub off the dirt. You can use a sponge or whatever, but I just use my hands. It's fine. It's fine. It'll cook off anyways. If you couldn't hear me, I said it'll cook off anyways, because it will. And the whole time I was watching Jerry Springer, because that is my guilty pleasure. If I am doing something in the kitchen, 9 times out of 10, I'm on my tablet watching Jerry Springer, because I don't know if you grew up watching it, but I did, and it was like the epitome of my childhood, and I still mess with it to this day. Call me whatever you want to, but you ain't gonna not call me a Jerry Springer fan. But the vinegar and scrubbing of the hands worked out fine, and I just cut the potatoes into smaller pieces so I could use this chopper thing, and it worked perfectly. The only thing I will say is that cooking the potatoes in the air fryer works 10 times better than cooking it in the oven, because I don't know why, but the potatoes like stick to the parchment paper in the oven. Maybe I'm not doing it right somehow. Like, I put parchment paper, and I even spray the parchment paper with nonstick spray, and it still manages to stick. So not sure what's up with that, but who knows. So I had to take a break because I had a friend come over and all of our kids played together, but I was still cooking the potatoes. So I chopped them all up and put some in the air fryer, some in the oven. And here's the first little bit, and then the rest of them I threw the rest of them that were in the oven in the air fryer, because it's like potatoes are hard to cook in the oven for some reason. I'm not sure. But I'll put the kids down for a nap and then come do more, because it's just a little too chaotic. Not you. You're in kindergarten. Kindergartens don't take a nap, but you're gonna go do quiet time. So while your brother's taking a nap. Anyways, and then I'm gonna come down here, do the bacon, sausage, eggs, and cheese, and then form the bowl. So we'll get there when we get there, but lots more to do. So on the same pan, I'm gonna add our wire rack and the bacon, because I still have to cook the sausage on the stove and the eggs on the stove, so I don't want to cook the bacon on the stove too. So I'm gonna cook the sausage in one pan and finish cooking that, and then drain it, and then put the eggs in the same pan, because more flavor. But anyways, long time no talk. So I had taken a hiatus of, I don't even know, was it like 6 months? I literally could not tell you. I'm not even gonna lie to your face. I don't know how long it's been since I posted. It's been interesting. I was going through some situations in my life that I would like to do like a whole video about, just like why I've been MIA. But for now, I would like to do, I've never done an FAQ video, because I don't really think people care too much to like know much about me. But if you do have questions that you would like me to answer, leave them in the comments, and I will do a video about me and any questions that you guys have. If you have any questions, like I said, I watch videos like that all the time of people, but I am not one of the people that I would watch. So to each their own. If I'm your cup of tea, darling, I will give you that content. I will answer those questions. Just don't be weird in the questions. Don't like be weird, but like don't be like, weird in the questions. I would be happy to answer the
non-creepy questions. Anyways, in this part, I'm just putting 2 pounds of. I ordered the Great Value because it's just cheaper, but they substitute it with the Johnsonville.
So while the sausage is browning, I'm gonna go ahead and just fill this up with eggs so I can whip up the scrambled eggs to go on top of the sausage and mix it in with the big pot. So. And I'm honestly just eyeballing the amount of eggs because really it just depends. Because I made 10 pounds worth of potatoes and I think it's like 2 pounds of sausage. So I'm probably gonna at least have to do, I'm thinking maybe like 2 dozen eggs and it should make a lot. Maybe not 2 dozen, probably about 16 eggs, we'll see.
Okay, so 2 things. I should have definitely done the 2 dozen. I think I ended up doing like 13 or 14 and it just wasn't enough, so I had to end up whipping up some more and adding to it at the very end, and then I still didn't have enough eggs. I think I got like 16 total, and then yeah, I should have bought more, but it is what it is. But another thing is, have you noticed that with Walmart, when you accept a substitution, they no longer substitute it for the same price of the item that you had originally bought? So like I bought these, I had originally ordered the Great Value sausage, but they substituted with the Johnsonville sausage, which is fine, but I was expecting to pay like 287 for the Great Value, and then I ended up paying like $4 for the Johnsonville. And like they used to have it be just you pay the amount that you expected to pay and not have to substitute for the higher price, but I guess they're penny pinching now because, they're struggling, right? Right? As if they're not getting enough money from the groceries that we be buying, but there's nothing that we can do about it except for complain, and I will continue to complain because it will continue to peeve me off. I'd like to do like a mama check-in, or like 90% of my community is mamas, so I'd like to do like a check-in just to see how you guys are doing. I know a lot of these videos end up being about me because, it's my channel, but I'd still like to know how you guys are doing. I have some like, oh geez, y'all have been here with me through the trenches and you just stuck by my side, and I appreciate y'all. But I want to know how y'all are doing. Like, you can see what I'm doing. I want to know how y'all are doing. How's life? How's motherhood? How's wifehood or relationshiphood or whatever? Well, how's your hood? How you doing? Cause it's rough out here. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, we all got our good days and our bad days, and sometimes those days happen to be bad more than good. So if you're getting, if you're in that mental state, then kind of trying to dig yourself out of that trench is what I was doing for a while. But it all comes to an end. You'll get out of it, and you'll be okay. And as I'm cutting up bacon and eating it as I go, like, I mean, you can't cut up bacon and not eat it as you go. But anyways, yeah, I wanted to do a motherhood check-in and just seeing how you guys are doing. What do you have going on? Has your kids started school? Are I'm trying to figure out my next steps because next year, not this year, but so this year my oldest and my middle are going to school, and then I have just my youngest at home. Next year, all three of them will be going to school, and I'm trying to figure out what's the game plan here, Emily? Like, what are we trying to do after the kids go to school? Like, I'm on the PTA board, which is nice. I'm the VP. Shout out to me. But and that takes a lot more time than people think. Like, that takes a lot of time. Like, we've been working all summer trying to get everything running for the school events, and I thought PTA was just a a joke for the longest, but it ain't no joke. We out here doing stuff for these kids, and hey, I'm here for it. But anyways, it takes up a lot of time, so me being a stay-at-home mom is real convenient to be a part of it and like, volunteer and do whatever needs to be done for like the school. But that being said, do I have a game plan after all the kids end up being school? Am I going to go back to work? Am I going to, you know, try to do YouTube full time instead of part time? Like, what is the game plan? So that is really what I'm trying to figure out in my, I would say 5-year plan, but it's like my next year plan, like what's going to happen from next year on. But yeah, it's a lot to figure out, and just be munching the whole time. Like, I'm not gonna make something and not munch. I ran out of bowls, so I ended up having to put the rest in a baggie, but I ended up getting more bowls and it figured out itself. It made 16, not 16, 1, 2, 3. It made the 7, and then I made 10, 11 more, so it made 18 bowls. And yeah, hefty size bowls too, not no skimpy bowls. It's gonna feed him for 18 days, and I eat it too. So.
And that's what we got. I still have this whole bowl full of the breakfast bowls, but I need more bowls apparently, so I'm gonna go get those and then fill it back up. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it gives you some ideas of what to make for breakfast, because breakfast bowls are a staple in my household. But I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.